forgot. All right, here you go. All right, so
hang on. Oh, you're running.
We're running. All right. Well, glad we got some time to meet. You got your insurance paperwork in. This is great. How's your day going?
Things are great, thank you.
Well, good. Well, I'll kind of show you a few things on your insurance paperwork that we got going on here. First thing is we go through. They're talking about some fencing stuff. So just so you know, looks like they depreciate 0 on this. So there's your RCV is going to stand for your total. Your depreciation stands for a check that's their second check or a check that they're holding on to. And then this is the first check that they give you. This is, or you could call that cash. If you don't get something fixed, like this fencing labor, if you don't get it fixed, that $112 is going to be your money to keep. It's also got a dumpster fee in here. The dumpster fee is actually for us. So I'm going to put an A next to this. I'm going to circle it with an A for Aspen. So that's $143. I'm going to add that right to the front here. So we'll just make a nice little total for Aspen. $100.43, and that's the dumpster. And the only thing we're concerned about right now is whatever the ACV is, because that's what they've added in on this first check that you've got. The next section down here is the roof. And one thing I always look for is making sure that there's 42 squares on the roof, which is great. And sure enough, it shows that they're replacing 42 squares. It also says that it's laminated shingles. Laminated shingles means that it's a 30-year plus. So it should be a 30-year shingle right here. As I scroll down, all I need to do is circle what Aspen needs to collect, and that's this number here, 1.82, and that's for the house roof. And then that's how much that they're holding on to. This number will go up because it doesn't include the permits on that one there. See what else you got going here. So it talks about something they're going to pay for, some kind of sealant, some paint, some different types of things that's inside your house. It looks like inside the bedroom. They didn't hold any money back, so they're giving you all about $119 to get that work done. And they did the same thing here. It looks like for your kitchen they gave some money here. And then it's talking about north elevations. You get some stucco to fix up, some gutters and so forth to fix here. So they're giving you this much money here so far. If you don't get this stuff fixed, it's your money to keep. It also helps you kind of pay your deductible if that's what you want to use it for. You got gutters here again, $552 worth, stucco and so forth. So I'm not seeing anything else that Aspen's roofing. So it looks like we're just going to roof this one house. And your check, it should always match what it says for net claim. So his check right now should say $9,161. Now the only thing we're doing is this roof, and we need the dumpster money. So I'm just going to add these up. It's actually going to be pretty easy. Looks like it's going to be 6,762 dot some change. So right now, they've got a check for $9,161. That's how much they need to pay us, and that's for the house roof and the dumpster. Now, right now in your area, I don't know, Jake, if they've got a shingle book on, so you got the two shingle books. There's the IKO shingle book, and then there's the Owens Corning shingle book. Now, if they've got a 25-year shingle or less, so if it's a 3-tab shingle, then that 3-tab shingle, they can upgrade that. We're going to charge them $100. They can choose either the 30-year shingle or the Owens Corning 40-year shingle. So choose either one. It's going to cost $100. Obviously, the smart choice is going with the Owens Corning book that you've got. If they've got a 30-year shingle on there already and it says laminated on the insurance paperwork, then they can choose that IKO shingle book for free, or for $100 extra, they can go with that Owens Corning duration shingle. So it's up to them if they decide that they want to go pay the $100 fee to upgrade to the 40-year shingle, there's a form inside of here. So both your forms that you're going to have to fill out are going to be in here. This one's trades to be performed, so this is where we're going to put down the shingle color that we're doing. If they're doing an upgrade, this is the upgrade sheet. So those are the only 2 sheets you need other than the front of this. So, clients, put your name down here, the rep. It was a 30-year shingle, so I would check 30-year shingle here. And then you decide what they chose. If they chose the Owens Corning one, you might have to make a separate box, and you're going to put down 40-year. But if there's already check marks, you can use whatever check marks are already listed there. Otherwise, but it should be a 40-year, otherwise it says limited. Here you're going to write down Owens Corning duration, because that's the brand. This is the style. The color that they chose, let's say they chose, if this was in the Owens Corning book, let's say they chose this rustic redwood. And if this was the Owens Corning, here the color you would write rustic redwood. Now, as we saw in the insurance paperwork, they didn't pay for any other roofs, so we're going to write NA for not any other roofs. Now, if they have a shed or a doghouse or whatever in the back, you're going to put that down. Now, if you're a client, if they paid for the shed, you got to list out the shed. It says, what roofs are we doing? You'll put down shed or whatever's there, and you list out any other buildings that are outside, even if it's a plastic building shed, you're going to put that there. You know what open and closed valleys are, so if the shingles would come together, which that's probably what's going on in Iowa, you would check closed. On the edge of the roof, you're going to know what kind of edge they are, so it's probably drip edge, so you'll circle this, and you got to pick a new color. So you got to pick a color, whatever that color that is. I handed out some samples the other day. Do they have skylights, yes or no? Let's just say it's no, which means that the next question's about those. If they have a satellite dish, let's say they say yes, and they still use it, then you're going to go with detach and reset. If they want you to get rid of it, you're going to go with the dispose. Okay? If they have specialty roofing, I want you to give me a call. So if it's specialty roofing, that means there's something on that roof other than just the normal shingles. So if they've got any kind of weird looking shingles, or rubber or metal, I want you to give me a call and send me a photo of what you're looking at. You have the client initial off here. On the upgrade sheet, if they do decide to pay for an upgrade, the $100, you're going to put $100 total. You're going to put down Owens Corning duration. Customer's name, obviously, we'll just say it's Lauren Johnson here. That's who's helping me out here today. Your name, of course, Jake Little. And then at the bottom, they need to initial here. So that's them saying, yep, I agree to the $100. Same goes with this. They're agreeing that that's the color that they want, and that's the color drip edge they want. Let's say they chose white. And I circled drip edge. Those are the 2 forms to fill out. This form you can fill out at the house, or you can fill it out in your car or later in the day, but it's simply just a cover sheet here explaining that stuff. The last thing is where the money's at. So if you collect any money, what did you do? You're going to have to mail it into the office. You mail it in the office, there's the address right at the top. It's at the top of the contracts and everything like that. Probably give me a call before you mail out your first check. We'll talk about it a little bit. But other than that, you should be all ready to go. So just take in this, should be just walking with the shingle book, this packet which has these forms in it, and you'll be golden. So good luck, Jake.